welcome back to Shammy Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all, on a Tuesday night. Been an extremely busy week. I'm doing my shifts, and one of the other supervisors needed to go out of town because he had a new grandbaby. So I took his shifts for the week, 4 of them, and then I had an extra shift yesterday. So that's going to make it an 80-hour week by the time it's over with. And Fuzzy's getting a little long in the tooth for that kind of stuff, but it's going to work out. It's been quiet and over the weekend, and then where I'm a supervisor, the client, as we call them, the company there, took Monday and Tuesday off. So the building's been closed up and there ain't been anybody around. It's been routine babysitting stuff. So we'll get through tonight and get everything open for them in the morning, back to normal. But we just got a regular day and a half growth here, about a day and a half, because I went in early yesterday, so I shaved early. But this works out that way sometimes. Sometimes you got to work a little extra. Matter of fact, I just got back. Agent 00 Devin had to, y'all have heard me talk about him. He had to work over tonight where he is, and didn't bring any food with him. So I went and ran him out some grub so that he would have something. So we're going to do just a touch of turkey Tuesday. I'm using a Turkish brush, the little Timizel, and then I'm going to use the Turkish aftershave, which I really love this stuff. And so, I don't know, one of the things in the single edge world is some really neat razors. And one of the ones that's really neat, and it's not particularly unique, a lot of people have them, but they're not as prevalent as some of the regular 1912s, is the Damaskeene, the open comb Damaskeene to be exact. I've been looking high and low, digging through stuff, trying to find it. So a little while ago, I was going through a box of razors that I keep because I don't have shelves to put everything on in my little apartment here. And I ran across it, sitting right in the box. I've looked through this box. I've been to this box. I don't know about y'all. That happens a lot to me. I'm looking for something, I don't find it. When I'm not actually looking for it, it's sitting right in front of my face. Open comb Damaskeene. You'll notice it's got the little different shape there to the deal. Very, very, very classy shave. It's got the thin handle on it and all. Really nice. The Damaskenes were the early models, and they made them. The Damaskeene was a blade, and they made them to sell the blades, is my understanding. Arlington by D.R. Harris. I actually used this a couple of weeks ago, and I did a video, and then something happened with the video, and I never got it posted. At least I don't think I did. But anyway, if I did, I did. I don't think I did. But this is great stuff. It smells wonderful. It's a quality product, British product, and we're just gonna build the lather right off the top of the tub there. Got my genuine Williams mug. Compliments of Dave in Kentucky. Dave, how you doing, man? I saw some of your videos the other day. I didn't know about Fluffy, and I'm gonna add my thoughts on that. I didn't know him as well as you did. I do have one of his brass handles that he made that I never got a knot put in. I saw it the other day. I'm going to get a knot and get it put in and on my Fluffy brush. But anyway, seemed to be a great guy. And again, I didn't really know him as well as you do. But I was sorry to hear about his passing. So there we go. Let's get a shave on. I got to get ready and get back to work. If you hear some crunching in the background, Miss Luna's having her little nibble. And she likes to eat when I'm around. If I'm not around and not kind of watching everything, she won't eat a whole lot. Hold on. But if I'm around and I put the food down and she's kind of waiting to see, she'll nibble a little bit. She's something. She's a mess is what she is. But that's okay. That's all right. Hash Brown doesn't care. He eats whatever. He's a Pit Bull Jack Russell mix. I don't know how Pit Bull and Jack Russell happened. I think there was probably a step stool involved. But however it happened, it did. Excuse me, got a tickle in the old nose. But anyway, so it was a little cooler for Christmas, although it was far from cold. But it was a wet day through Christmas Eve going into Christmas, as I recall. It was, and everything moved out and it was fine. Had someone show up my truck doing donuts in the back parking lot. That happens every couple of weeks. Pavement was wet, so at least it didn't leave a bunch of skid marks and stuff. But it's going to be really funny one day. Someone's going to lose control back here and bounce off a light pole, or we got a big pond, big lake. It's not big, but it's a big for a pond, small for a lake. Back behind the offices I work at there, and one of these days I imagine one of them is going to end up right there in the lake. And I'll go out and help get them out, but I'm going to laugh while I'm doing it. I just want everybody to know that. I am going to laugh. So other than that, hadn't been a whole lot going on. Just a work week. Oh, this is such a nice cream. Smells so good. Or such a nice soap. It's a soft soap. It's not a hard soap. But it's something I've had for a while. Somebody sent me. And I use it every once in a while. I've got Arlington here. And then I have a shave stick that's the Windsor scent. And they're both really nice. I don't know how. I've said it before. I don't know how to describe scents. But it's nice. It really is. And we're going to get the old Damaskeene going here, the open comb Damaskeene. Boy, those things are neat. Old Tom out in California got on a bender one time. It seemed like every time I turned around, he was finding one. And they're not as easy to find as some of the other stuff. But it seemed like every time old Tom turned around, he was finding an open comb Dammy. And that's just all right. So like I said, it's got a little bit different head shape to the cap, that is. There's a regular 1911, and there's the Dammy. Now, does that do anything at all for the shave? Absolutely not. It really doesn't. It's just really cool. They actually make a 1912, a regular 1912, that has that convex. Is that what that was going to be? But anyway, that has that head shape. I've got one of those around here somewhere too. But I love open comb razors. I remember, and it's no different as far as the angle goes. The head there is pretty much your angle. But after you do this for a while, you don't even pay any attention to that. Muscle memory, you know what to do. So I remember one time, and I've told this story before, that one of the shave forums, I don't remember which one, we were talking about open comb razors. And I'm a big fan of open comb razors. The unmentionables, the open comb and everything is great. And a guy come over, oh yeah, I said, I love using my open comb. I love how those cornrows come out when you're shaving. Of course, he got laughed out of the place. If you're seeing cornrows from the open comb, you don't have a blade in. Because the blade's still solid across. You're not, as you can see, you're not going to get any cornrows. But people do that. I see it all the time. I spend a fair amount going through videos on YouTube. I listen to a lot of different music, and YouTube is a great place to find some music to listen to. But anyway, you go through and you see the people that just feel like they have to make a comment, and you can tell that they're just making a comment to fit in. And it's funny, sometimes people will say something and the whole crowd kind of jumps on them. You know, all you need is one person usually tell them, hey, that's not right and this is why, but you'll get 15 people that want to go and correct it. YouTube experts are great. Now, I've been accused of that myself before, and that's okay. But especially, I like aviation. I like some of the videos of the old planes and stuff. My dad's a pilot. I got to fly with him some when I was growing up. And I love watching some of the old planes and everything. And somebody will misidentify an airplane or misidentify the engines on it or something like that. And you always got an expert in the wing that's ready to go. Now, I'll tell you what I do hate, or what I do strongly dislike. Hate's a strong word. I hate asking a question and then somebody just hits Google and kind of, just paraphrases the Google. And you can tell usually. I can Google. The reason for asking questions sometimes is to spark a conversation. And there's a lot of times that I want to know what people are thinking. I can go Google things. And usually it's kind of like being a lawyer. Usually when I ask a question, I know the answer. But like I said, it sparks a conversation. And that's sometimes a good thing. But you'll have the Google expert that'll go through and almost cut and paste what Google says. And it just kind of, grinds my oats. It just does. So anyway, there we go. A little gripe for today. Not much of one. So right now it's Christmas and all the kids are gone. So traffic is not as bad. It's still bad enough around here, but it's not as bad. But you still got people driving crazy, and like I said, they were in the back parking lot the other day doing donuts. We get some of that. It's a big open parking lot, and it's easily accessible, so they can zip in, make a few rounds, and then they get off before we get out there. I mean, we have a patrol truck that's running around, but if he's on the other side of the property, it takes him a while to get around. Plus, we're not going to chase people anyway. I mean, that's just not going to happen. So it's not like it's the crime of the century, but we do try to. If they were worried about it, they'd put a gate up or a cable or something like that. But nobody's that worried about it. At least not until, like I said, someone spins off into the nether regions, and then maybe we'll worry about it. Look at there. Man, what a good shave. Nothing in the world like a good old Dammy shave. Now, is it particularly shaved better than the other 1912s or anything? No. It's actually, don't equate open comb with aggressive. That's not how it works. Now, there are some open comb razors that have a very, very high blade feel. The Dammy's not one of them. It's very efficient, but it is not what you would call an aggressive feeling razor. Or open comb particularly better for shaving heavier growth, more days of growth or whatever. Not particularly. Do they clog less? I don't particularly think so. Other people may have other thoughts on that. Feel free to share. But they're just really neat. They look neat. And to me, the equipment is part of the fun. Razors are razors, a blade's a blade. That's still a true statement. But it is neat to use some of this stuff. This one's got a little wear on it, a little character to it, which I've always thought was really neat. And then we're gonna dry this here blade off because it's got plenty of gunk on it after that shave. So we'll rinse it off and dry it off, clean it up. It'll be ready to go for the next one. It's a treat blade. So someone was asking the other day about the Powell blades. I did a shave here a while back with one. I have some of those, and they did just fine. I don't know if there are Powell blades out there, the blue blades that are just for paint scraper blades. I think all the ones that are actually the blue blades, I think those are actually shaving blades. And of course they use them in the labs and stuff to cut stuff. That's what mostly the blades are made for these days. So I think if you get the Powells and they're the blue and all, I think you're going to be okay for the shaving. I'm able to get treats local still. Knock on wood, I can still get the carbon steel blades locally at a store. And I went by, that reminds me, I got to find those blades. I went by the old, you may remember when I was working out in the plants, there was a convenience store I used to go by that had the 5-packs of treats. I went by the other day and they still got them. They're twice the price of what they used to be. They used to be around $2.50 a box. Now they're $5 a box. But so they have gone up on the price like everything else in the world. But they still carry them. So I bought a couple of boxes out there, even at the high price, just so they'd have to put some more up. And maybe they'll keep them on the shelf. So that's what's going on in my world. Not a whole lot. I got to remember it's my dad's birthday today, so Miss Susie, if you're watching, be sure to tell him I mentioned him. I'm going to send him a text here in a few minutes. I've been sleeping all day. I pulled a double yesterday, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep before because I've been working a lot. And sleep is highly overrated sometimes, by the way, folks, in case y'all didn't know that. So I've been sleeping today, but I am going to send him a text here in a few minutes for his birthday. So all that's going on. All right, well, look, y'all have a good one. That's it. We're not going to go off on a big rant today or anything. Show off that beautiful open comb Damaskeene right there. And, it's neat getting the Damaskeene. The, what was it Everready had? The radio blades. So if you get one of the Everreadys, it's got the radio blades in. That's neat. It's all neat stuff. Again, do they really shave any different particularly? No, I don't really think so. I really don't. Somebody asked about the Challenger shade razor, the plastic razor that I have, that I've used before. I do still have it, and I'll find it. I was actually kind of looking for it tonight when I found the Dammy, but apparently I've put it somewhere else, so I'll have to find it. But we'll get that out before long. I like a shade razor. I really do. However, if you're at Toast and you're posting the unmentionable blades, the whole half blade that goes in with a shade razor is allowable. But if you're just posting pictures of full packs of unmentionable blades, I'm going to take it down because those are unmentionable. I realize you break them in half and then they become mentionable in a shade razor. Okay with that. Come to grips with it. But if you just posted a pack of full blades, ain't going to float. Ain't going to happen. That's TOST, the number 3.com. All single edge all the time. That's our very little forum for single edge and injector razors. However, it has links to the old sites, and there's just a plethora of information if you'd like to know more about it and everything. So there we go. That's going to do for tonight. I got to finish getting ready for work and get out of here. I've already walked the dogs for today, this evening, so they're good to go. And we'll see y'all next time. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you had a happy Christmas. Hope the new year is going to be going good for you. Get your cabbage and black-eyed peas ready. Fuzzy can cook cabbage and black-eyed peas. Let me tell you right now, I can fire that up. I can. Happy shades to you.